You guys, I'm super excited about today's video. My buddy Chandler David Smith just closed on 2 fourplexes. We're gonna show you step by step what we did to help him get these deals, as well as explain a little bit about how we met. Let's dive right in. I love how Chandler starts out his videos with like the subtle, my car's driving itself Tesla flex. So I borrowed my video guy Mike's Tesla, figured what better way to kick off this video. Chandler mode activated. So how Chandler and I met, we're both car guys. I actually follow a YouTuber named Stradman and have for a really long time, who Chandler ended up buying not 1, but 2 cars from. It was when he bought his Corvette that I initially started following him. I was like, super cool. This guy's in real estate. He's doing big things and he's into cars. We have a lot in common. So let me hit this dude up on Instagram, follow him and just kind of see, if anything comes of it. So I didn't hit Chandler up with any sort of like goals or ulterior motives. I literally slid into his DMs like a fanboy of just like, random back and forth like car banter. He mentioned before he bought Strad's 458 that he was interested in getting a Ferrari. So I sent him, I lovingly call it like car porn clips, right? Some acceleration pulls, some of that kind of stuff. Like, hey, yeah, let me be an enabler. You should absolutely buy a Ferrari, right? So I sent him kind of some of those clips and a little bit of back and forth. And then I just kind of threw out there like, hey, I don't know what you're doing in real estate, but I'm pretty good at finding properties off market. So if you're looking to find your own deals, I'd be super happy to like walk you through a marketing plan, kind of show you what we do. He was like, yeah, you know what? I actually, I would be pretty interested. Bro, your Tesla drives like it's psychotic. Oh, snap. Okay. I'm going to take back over because there's like coned off roads. How fast have you had her?
Probably like 90.
Do you remember when I bought the new camera for you and then I took its first record?
Yeah. Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Everyone talks about like if there's somebody that you look up to or somebody you want to network with, like reach out and offer to add value. And that was exactly what I did with Chandler. I didn't hit him up like, hey man, please help me grow my YouTube, or like, hey man, can I get a job or anything like that. I simply offered him a skill set I have, which is finding deals. And on top of that, I actually paid for his marketing. So, there's never any guarantees with marketing. It was like $600 I spent. And, the way I looked at it, like worst case scenario, that's an investment into that relationship. Even if he didn't get anything out of it, like, we'd hopped on the phone, we'd had several conversations at that point. Didn't see any way that couldn't be beneficial for both of us. We also had just like some super honest calls about my coaching program, about his coaching program, about how I do things, how he's doing things. It's really turned into a pretty cool relationship, and I'm excited to see kind of where it goes for both of us. So I'm gonna walk you guys through what list we pulled for him, the exact letter that we sent. That way you guys can literally replicate the exact same thing Chandler did to land these 2 fourplexes. If you've been around real estate at all in 2021, you've probably noticed that it's extremely hot. People are being insane on the MLS, like $50,000 above the appraised value in cash kind of offers, which isn't super smart as a real estate investor because we make our money when we buy. Now, I do see some serious opportunities right now in the small to medium apartment complexes, like 50 units and below. But if you're like a newer investor looking to house hack or land your first rental, keep in mind a lot of that like heat that's going on in the market right now is on single family houses. So what we did with Chandler is we focused on 4 units. But you could do the same thing with duplexes, triplexes, or quads, and you're fishing in a lot smaller pool than all of the California investors that are coming in looking for houses in our once affordable markets. So I'm going to show you how to stand out in your marketing, what to send. Keep in mind, Chandler landed $750,000 worth of investment properties with only $600 worth of mail. That's pretty nuts. Here she is. So we just drove by to check out the new warehouse I'm buying. This is gonna kind of be like car storage slash office slash man cave. Actually close on this later this week, but not gonna give you guys any more details because don't wanna spoil a future video. I realized that being like, hey, we did this for Chandler doesn't really do much for you, right? If you're watching this, you're like, hey, I'm not finding deals on the MLS, or I wanna find my own investment properties. What exactly did we do to land Chandler $750,000 worth of apartments with only $600 spent on mail? Well, I guess technically for him it was free. Let me walk you through the list we pulled, where we got it from, and what we sent these people. That way you can copy and paste this exact campaign in your own market. So hopping in here, you can see kind of my back and forth with Chandler. I went through and pulled 4 family properties that had a 35 to 100% equity kind of range, meaning like worst case scenario, they only had a 75% loan to value mortgage, the way they could still sell to me at a discount, because I'm always looking to get a good deal when I initially buy. I also admitted to the fact that his 458 sounds better than mine, and I probably should put exhaust on my car. So this was the actual list that we ended up mailing. You can see it right here. There's a whopping total of only 408 addresses on it. So this wasn't like a giant campaign. My typical average, if you're watching this, I'm spending like $2,500 to get an off-market investment property. So I even told Chandler when I did this, like, hey man, no guarantees. It'd be awesome if you got something, but like, you know, I can't guarantee that, right? So we had 408 people that we sent letters to. Let me show you guys exactly what we sent them. So this is the exact letter that Chandler sent to these 408 fourplex owners in his market. Now, one thing I want to point out with this, if you're marketing to like duplexes, triplexes, or quads, you want to call out the asset type. A lot of investors will send like, I want to buy your property or house. A lot of not savvy investors who are just like blanketing areas in direct mail, they don't even necessarily know that they mailed a duplex, triplex, or quad. They just thought it was a house. So they're getting things that are like, I want to buy your house at address, and it's not a house. So one way to really make yourself stand out is calling out the asset type, which would be duplex, triplex, or quad. These were done for him by my company, Ballpoint Marketing. So what makes our stuff unique is we have robots that actually hold pens and handwrite in cursive. So you can see kind of this is exactly what they look like. It's real ink, it smears, it smudges, all that good stuff. We did kind of these brighter, prettier ones for him. So nothing like too complex. The actual list we pulled that I walked you guys through previously, we got through PropStream. So I'm going to log into my account now and walk you through step by step how to pull this in your own market. So I'm going to actually just do Chandler's market because why not? That's what we're talking about here. Hopping in here into PropStream, we're going to run a search for Idaho Falls, Idaho. This is the same thing I did for Chandler. I'm going to click the filter button here, go down to valuation and equity info. Like I mentioned before, we're going to do that 35 to 100% equity. We're going to come up here to property characteristics. We're going to go under property types. And we're going to do multifamily 2 to 4. So you can see right now, for some reason, it says there's 389. When we pulled this list last time, there was right at 408. So a little bit of fluctuation there, but literally all you would do to mail this list is select this button here, click add to list. You can actually see I already have the old one saved of Chandler Apartments. That'll come over here into your My Properties tab. And you would simply click, select all, go to export, and that'll give you an Excel file. And then you would simply go through, count up how many records you want. So 408 in this instance. I always do cursive. We only put print on our site as an option because some people can't read cursive, but every deal I've ever done has come from cursive mailers. And we're gonna do the pastel envelopes, and we would need 408 of them, and click add to cart. So you'd then just literally go to cart, check out, good to go. So that is step by step, start to finish, the direct mail campaign, how we set it up, who we pulled and what we sent them to land Chandler these 8 units for his portfolio. If you're a real estate investor and you're wanting to find your own investment properties, this is like my area of expertise. I'm really not somebody who's like super passionate about the real estate itself. My design sense is horrible, but what I love is the marketing aspect. So we have videos like this we put out all the time of we made this much money on this deal. Here's how we found it. Here's how you can copy it. Be sure to like the video if you found it helpful or informative and subscribe. That way you don't miss more videos just like this. Talk to you next time.